What's up, guys? I hope you are all having an amazing day and enjoying your Christmas break if you're still on it. Judging by the title, I'm sure you guys can tell that it's a little bit of a funny / crazy story time. And in the small time frame of then and now, even though it wasn't that long ago, I think I've matured quite a bit since then, which is always good. And my actions aren't as thoughtless now, you could say. But anyway, let's just get into the story. This story takes place in 2021 when I was 15. And so I woke up being rushed by my mom because I would always fucking stay in bed and not want to get up, which I most definitely still do, but except now I can drive myself, so she doesn't have to worry as much. So she still can make it to work, even though I may not be going to school. But most of the time, actually not most of the time I miss school, but she'll try her hardest until she doesn't have much time, and then she'll just end up going to work. But yeah, I got out of bed, put my clothes on, started brushing my teeth. I shower at night, so I didn't have to worry about that. And then I didn't have enough time to eat at home, so I just did my usual things and then hopped in the truck. Mom drove me to school. I had a little bit of time to spare before I went to class, so I went to the cafeteria, bought a little like yogurt and berries type deal, and so I ate that. I was sitting with some friends. Then the bell rang, and then I went to my first period class. My first period class was math, so which wasn't bad because I tend to enjoy math sometimes when I actually understand what I'm doing. Yeah, the teacher that I had wasn't bad at all, so class ran smoothly, you could say. And then second period rolled around, and I didn't have class. So I was just sitting around on a bench, waiting for lunch to start on my phone or something, fucking around. When that was finished, I got up, roamed the halls for a bit, and then I ended up going outside. There's this place that is called the Smoke Pit, where students are able to smoke without getting in trouble at school. And there was people, I was just walking out there. There's a little cement pathway out to the smoke pit, and it's honestly very ghetto to look back at, but because I don't go there anymore, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of interesting people, to say the least. Yeah, so I was walking out there. There's people, like, it was raining, and it was like, I think it was close to winter time. There's like frost on the ground and stuff, and a bunch of people were just arm wrestling on this garbage can. But it was like one of those ones that has the flap that goes in. Like the top of it wasn't covered. Or it was covered. And then so people were arm wrestling on top of that. And I was joining in. And I'm skinny as shit. So let's just say I didn't win any. And I was just watching these people arm wrestle. It was really entertaining. Everybody was just having fun doing that. And so while that was going on, I decided to join people at the smoke pit, and there's a bunch of people like vaping and smoking and whatnot. And my friend George offered me his dab pen, and I was like, no, I'm good. I don't usually smoke at school. And he's like, no, hit it, bro. And I'm like, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Never fall into the trap of peer pressure, because it can lead you to some stupid situations like this one. And so basically, not only did I hit it, I timed it out, which I never did. I never do now. I never smoke anymore, but I did rarely then, and I happened to time out the dab pen this time, which is like 15 seconds or whatever. And I was high, to say the least. I'll keep it at that. And so once I started walking back to the school, I was just like watching people arm wrestle, because they still were. And I was just like, I was so mind blown by the situation for some reason. Like it was so crazy to me that people were just arm wrestling. It was like an arm wrestle tournament type situation. And I was just, my mind was blown by it for some reason. And yeah, so after that, I went inside, went to the cafeteria again. I found a couple of my friends and was just talking to them for a bit, passing time until the next class started. So the bell rings. I go to my class, or so I think. So I go to this class, I sit down, and I'm in this class that I have, but I'm like, wow, I was so confused because there was just different students that were that weren't in my class, and I was really confused. But there's this one, it's a class that's like a year older than mine, and I was really confused. Could be the weed, but which it was. But yeah, I'm talking to my friend that's a year older than me, and he's just like laughing because he can tell that I'm high as shit. And there was nothing concealing the fact, because my eyes were looking like Clifford the Big Red Dog's taint, okay? And so anyway, I'm dozing the fuck off, and I'm just about to fall asleep, and the teacher's like talking about how we're going to the library to work. And I was like, what? We never do that, because my class is usually film studies. So and there's like a big ass TV in that room, so why would we go to the library? Anyway, so we're working in the library now. I have no idea what the fuck I'm working on, because I'm so confused. And that's when it fucking clicks. I am in the class I'm supposed to be in 4th period, in 3rd period. I was supposed to be in English right now, and I was in my film studies class. That would be 4th. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Because I realized, I'm dumbfounded, because I'm way too high. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. And I talked to the friend that was in there looking at me and laughing and stuff, and I'm like, I'm in the wrong class, aren't I? And he's like, yeah. And he didn't tell me. What a fucking dick, eh? But no, completely my fault. But anyway, yeah, I end up just fucking falling asleep in that class on it's like the library has a bunch of computers, and they have like these long like half tables up against the walls, and I just rest my head on there. I actually think I just had my head on the keyboard, and I just passed right out until I heard the bell for my next class. And now I'm supposed to be going to the same class I was in 3rd period, because I went to the wrong class in 3rd period. So I'm supposed to be going to the 4th with that same teacher for film studies. And I'm like, there is no fucking way I'm embarrassing myself to the point where I go to this class again. And so I was just like, fuck it. There's no way I'm going back. So I go to the cafeteria, talk to my friends about what the fuck I just did. Still high as shit too. And yeah, I'm just talking to them, and they're just laughing their asses off, and they're just like, Mason, you're so fucking stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And so once this last final 4th period class is over, my mom comes to pick me up, and then we go home. She gets a call from the school that I missed these classes, and she wants to know why, and I'm just like, you know, I just felt like it, when that a few weeks after that happened, I thought I told her what happened, because my mom's really chill and I don't think she would care to, like, she, of course she wouldn't now, but then I don't think she would care. But I talked to her recently, and she never ended up or we were talking about it, and I was like, did I tell you this happened? And she's like, no, I don't think so, I don't recall. And I was like, okay, well, you'll find out. And yeah, so basically that's the story of me getting way too high at school. Yeah. The lessons that can be learned in this story are, don't fall into peer pressure. Just don't do whatever your friends want you to do, even though they keep trying to get you to do it. And as well as just don't do drugs. Well, at least don't do them at school. If you're gonna do them in a safe environment. Do them at home with somebody you're close with, that you trust. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time and found it funny. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more like it. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Later.